Hello, my dear friend. I hope you are doing great. Welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed it, please subscribe it. Press the bell icon, hit the like button also. Friends, as you know, we have already started political science series. If you have not watched previous lecture, then you can visit all of that. That will boost your confidence regarding competitive syllabus. Today, I will talk about the very controversial bill, that is Citizenship Amendment Bill, CAB. During my lecture, I shall be called it CAB, Citizenship Amendment Bill, or sometimes I may call it CA, Citizenship Amendment Act, because after the bill only act comings into existence. What was the provision? Why this rule or this bill was in the news? The bill seeks to grant citizenship to person belonging to Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, Jain, Parsi, and Christian. Means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 communities. Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, Jain, Parsi, Christians. Communities who have migrated to India after facing persecution on ground of religion in Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh. Means Indian government was allowing citizens from the 3 countries, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh, and they belongs to Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, Jain, Parsi, and Christians from 6 communities. If they are belonging to 6 communities, then Indian government was welcoming because they were persecuted in the other like religion dominated country like Hindu or Muslim dominated country where they have gone through the so much persecution. That's why Indian government was providing citizenship to these religions community. It basically intends to make it easier for non-Muslim immigrants from the India's 3 Muslim majority neighbors to becoming citizen of India. Means it is assisting the who are the illegal migrants but they not belongs to the Muslim community, or they are belonging to the some like minorities people. That's why Indian government was paving the way for the citizenship get in the India. In India, citizenship is regulated by the Citizenship Act 1955. The Act specifies that citizen may be acquired in India through 5 methods. Means according to the 1955 bill in India, even I already had reiterated all the methods by which means you can acquire the citizenship of India: by birth, by descent, through registration, by naturalization, and incorporation of the territory of India. These are the 5 methods by which means a citizen or a migrant can acquire citizenship here. That however, illegal migrants cannot become Indian citizen under the act, as illegal migrant is foreigner. Illegal migrant means if they are overstaying in India without the having visa, because it is compulsory. You have to go to the police station and you have to go to FRR office, foreign registration regulation office. You have to report after 6 months, then only you would carry forward your journey or stay here in India. This is the provision. But the BJP government came up with this type of proposal in the 2014 itself. But due to like lackadaisical approach, they were not able to complete this bill, and after that the fresh election conducted in 2019. In 2019 they again came up with such type of proposal like CAB, and due to this there were so many protests in the Delhi area. You may aware about the Shaheen Bagh protest, and the person who is entering in India, they are the illegal migrants as per the provision of the Foreigner Acts 1946. Means they are illegal as per the provision of the 1946 Foreigner Act 1946. And the second one is Passport Entry to India Act 1922 1920. Friends, there was a such type of proposal. If they are having or they are illegal migrants, then they should prosecuted under these 2 laws, Passport Act 1920 and like Foreigners Act 1946. means illegal migrants may put in the jail or deport under the Foreigner Rights Act 1946 and Passport Entry 1920. In 2015 and 16, the government exempted specified groups of illegal migrants from provision of the 1946 and 1920 acts. They were Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, Jain, Parsi, Christians from the Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh, which I have already told you, who reached India on before 31st December 2014. Because why they have taken this date, that is not clear, but they are saying that we came up with such type of proposal in the 2014. That's why we are considering this date as a limit. This means that these particular categories of illegal migrants would not be deported or jailed for the being India without valid documents. Means if they are staying here without valid document, but still we are not able to persecute them, and we are not going to deport them out of the India. And that's why the Citizenship Amendment Bill 2016 was introduced in the Parliament to amend Citizenship Act 1955, that the people could made eligible for the citizenship of India. Means according to the Citizenship Amendment Act 1955, they were not able to become citizen of India, but that's why in the 2016 government came up with such type of proposal and they amended the constitution. But what are the flaws and drawbacks of this act? Like exceptional, there is a exception, means they can reside anywhere and they can get citizenship of India as per the provision of the Citizenship Amendment Bill. But AM means Assam, Manipur, Tripura and Meghalaya. Means these are the 6th schedule area. Means where there are so many tribals are staying there. Even our constitution providing them a constitutionally right to protect and preserve their culture and heritage. That's why they are not allowed to get citizenship over the restricted area which comes under the Schedule 6, Assam, Tripura, Manipur and Meghalaya. And now let's go to the key features. Means after 2014 that and the area under this inner line permit, even like they have exempted the people who are staying in the hinterland of the northeast area, and if you are willing to visit there, then you have to take ILP, inner line permit. Maybe you are foreigner or maybe you are the Indian habitant, you have to seek permission from the government, then only you would allow to visit over there. What are the areas that like Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Nagaland, and the last one is recently Manipur also have included this ILP provision. Means you are not supposed to visit such type of areas where the inner line permitted is allowed, and the Citizenship Amendment Bill would not support over there. Means according to this CAB bill, there is some provision that they have reduced the earlier. I have told you like 14 years was the period for the naturalization to get citizenship in India. But what I have told you, if you are staying in the 14 years, then you are exempted to go out for the 2 years. Means there is a total 12 years. 12 years means before 1 year, if you are applying, you are willing to apply citizenship here, you have to stay minimum 1 year continuously. Means remaining 11 years. But from 11 years they have to reduce, or they had reduced to 5 years. Now it is according to the CAB, if you are illegal migrants according to the 1955 Act, then if you are belonging to the 6 special communities, minorities community, and you have to face prosecutions over the Afghanistan, Bangladesh and Pakistan, then only you would get citizenship here. But what are the grounds of the cancellation? Now I am going to discuss that what are the grounds where you can get cancelled your citizenship. The first ground is for that. Grounds of like requisition through fraud. Registration through fraud means what I have told you, that by birth, by blood relation, and by registration, naturalization, and through incorporation of the foreign territory, you can get citizenship. But if during registration you have made false statement, means then you are liable to get or to exodus from the India, because you are not a citizenship of India. You have gained this citizenship through fraud, that you are liable to prosecute. That's why they. And the second one is disaffection to the constitution, means, and if I will talk about the example of the first statement, that if you are face means government is finding that you are like you have disclaimer in wrongly and you have proved very wrong, then definitely your citizenship would be discarded. And you might have known the famous personality, that Atis Tasir, a famous Indo-American writer, and earlier he was having a OCI card of India, means overseas citizen of India. If you have not read about the OCI, then in the previous lecture I have covered what is the difference between OCI card holder and PIO, person of Indian origin, and NRI. Please visit all that. Then if you are a OCI, then here is a provision that violation of any law notified by central government, then they can cancel your that. And for this example of the Tasir, Atis Tasir, actually he has furbished the document and he didn't told to the Indian government like he is a son of the Pakistan origin person, because his mother Tanveer, she is a famous journalist, and her husband is a Pakistani. That's why our Indian government have discarded or abandoned his OCI card. Now he is not a OCI card holder. Tasir, his name is Tasir, Atis Tasir. And the third one is that second one is disaffection. If a person is showing disaffection to the Constitution of India, then he is liable to get punishment, and then definitely his citizenship would be cancelled in the Indian territory. And the third one is like engaging with the enemy during war period. If India is a war with the Pakistan, if a person is engaging with the enemy territory, then definitely his citizenship would be cancelled. And the fourth ground is that interest of the country. If a person stay here in this India, and it can hamper the citizenship, our Indian national integrity, and definitely his citizenship would be cancelled. And the fifth ground for cancellation of the citizenship, 2 sentence imprisonment. That means OCI, that OCI card holder, if he is staying 5 years, but among the 5 years he has been prosecuted in our judicial system and he has been staying within the jail, then definitely his citizenship would not be clear in India. The next one is, what are the favors of the OCI? What are the favors point of the OCI? Why there should be a CAB bill or Citizenship Amendment Act? And friends, whatever data I have provided here, and you can go through the PDF whatever I am providing, and even right now I am scrolling for you so that you can note down whatever written here. And whatever I am telling, please listen carefully, and you need not to worry about the state PCS examination and UPSC examination. You would be definitely in the better position by reading from the here, because whatever data I am providing, that is the precisely from the prominent institution, and you will crack definitely with the help of this type of lecture. And I am going to clear all your doubts here. Then what are the points in the favor of the CAB? Favor. The first point is in favor, confer citizenship means some of the philosophers are saying it is the rule which confirm which conferred citizenship to the people who are rarely prosecuted or they have to sustain in the Muslim dominated country and they are in the minority. That's why they have to face problems and typical situation over there. And the second one is like it is none concerned about the Indian Muslim, because we are giving here citizenship to the people who are prosecuted in the Muslim majority area, but nothing is concerned about the Indian Muslim. And the second one is, and even like the protest in the Delhi area is due to this issue, because our Amit Shah, you might have this famous personality, he told in the parliament itself he is going to soon conduct a NRC, National Register of Citizen, on the national basis. And according to the NPR, National Population Register, National Registration Population, NRP, means the there were people who were collecting information from the house to house. That's why Muslim were in apprehension due to this. But as our Prime Minister told in the parliament itself, there is nothing about the Indian Muslim. We are just providing the citizenship to the people who are staying in the Muslim dominated country. And if I would talk about in the favor of this, that Article 14. Article 14 means right to equality. Right to equality. Equality means before law. Equality before law, and means you are not liable to the violation. If any violation would be there, then it would detrimental for him, and applicable to foreigner also, because you might have known this fact, fundamental rights, all fundamentals are not for the Indian citizen, they are for the human being. Means any foreigner country people would be beneficial here in the fundamental rights. But Article 15, 16, 19, 29 and 30, these are the articles which are only available to the Indian citizenship. 15, 16, 19, 29 and 30. You should keep this thing in mind for the preliminary examination, and you can utilize this for your mains examination also. Means equal protection of the law. There are two terms in the Article 14, that equality before law and equal protection of law. Equality before law. Equality before law we have taken from the UK. Means each and every person of that country are having same parameters and they would be treated same. And but equal protection of law is newer provision, and we have borrowed from the USA, United States of America. Equal protection of law means there's should be treated alike. Means if you are having on one platform, then you should be treated alike, similar. But whenever you are staying here and I am lying at this place, then there is a gap between the both person position, and government would provide me facility to uplift from here to here. Then only I would be at par this person, and then we would eligible for the same thing. That is called the equal protection of law. Means state is protecting the protection or law person life. A equal protection of law is that circumstances should be counted treated should be alike. Treated should be alike, means the people are having same platform, then they should be treated alike. Otherwise there is nothing meaning. That we are following in India equal protection of law, that we have borrowed from the USA constitution. Why Sri Lanka? And some people are saying that we should consider, we are considering the people of the each and every country. That's why we are providing citizenship. But what about the Sri Lankans, Sinhala Buddhist? Because they are in minority over there and they are prosecuted by the so many authorities over there during 1990, that civil war. But the constitution and the law of the citizenship amendment bill is saying here we are not just for the ethnicity persecution. Ethnicity means Sinhala Buddhists are not persecuted due to their religion, but they are having different ethnicity. That's why they are persecuted by the majority over there. That's why we are not considering the Sinhala Buddhist in the CAB bill. This is the explanation given by the government according to the CAB bill. And the next one is like CAA, CAB or CAA is about the religious persecution, means they are persecuted by the authority on the religious base only. Article 15. What is Article 15? Article 15 means we should not discriminate with the people on the religious, race, caste, sex and descent. This type of provision are there, but only available to only citizen, means already I have told you 15, 16 and 19, 29 and 30. These are the only available to the citizen, Indian citizen only, means foreigners are not allowed to have enjoy right according to the Article 15, 16, 19, 29 and 30 provision, means they are the available to the solely available to the Indian citizen. That's why there is nothing bad in this, because Article 15 saying that this is only to the for the Indian citizen. And like a protects tribal interest. The next argument is it protects tribal interest, because we are not allowing the people enter into the like inner line permit area and the schedule 6 area. That's why it's a like good rule. The person who are in the proponent or they are favor of this rule. Article 11. Article 11, you know, already I have told you, Article 11 give Parliament to enormous power to make a law so that they can have or they can manage the citizenship of India. Even like a Citizenship Amendment Act 1955 is a like consequences of this such type of rights with the along with the government, Parliament. That's why. And argument in against means these are the argument I have told you. These were the in favor, but now I am going to tell in opposite. The first one is like Article 14. Article 14 means reason means all right to equality and equality before law and equal protection of law. I already told you about the equal protection of law. What is the difference? Equal protection of law and equality before law means right against arbitration, means government is implementing such type of constitutional amendment bill, but there is a no yardstick, means there is a no source of the measuring the what type of rule you are going to come and what type of what base you are doing classification. If you would say we are like classifying on the religious basis, then what about the Pakistan people, like solely like discriminating people on the religion basis? That is not right. Like right arbitration means there is a arbitration, like how they are choosing, how they are taking people into the India, or why India are providing their citizenship. Because you will find, if you will say about this, they are the prosecuted minorities over there, but what about the Pakistan Ahmadis? Even they are prosecuted by their countries. Ahmadis, Hazaras and all Muslim are also prosecuted by their majority person. And the next one is not mentioned in the text of the Citizenship Amendment Act, means why they are selecting the people on the such basis. They have not mentioned anywhere like we are taking people for the religious persecution. These are the drawbacks. And the next one is like India was not a religious, we are open to all. First, this is the first time we are taking decision on any religious base, means earlier we are not, because we are not a like any religion country, we are the secular and we are not promoting any type of discrimination against a religious person. But this is the first time and this is the first rule government is implementing solely basis of the religion. And country based classification means if you would say about country based classification, that principal one, Pak and Bangladesh, means we are including Pak and Bangladesh. Earlier they were the Indian part, that's why we can say that the minorities people are prosecuted by the Muslim majority people over there. That's why we are taking back to in India. That is called the principle one. And principle two, the principle two is that state religion Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh. What about the Afghanistan? Means Afghanistan having their own religion. And what about the Myanmar? Myanmar also that religious country, and they have their Muslim dominant area. That's why we have not consideration like Myanmar. That's why it is a matter of the concern. That should not be the criteria for the including the people for the citizenship amendment bill. And the principle third is the degree of harm. If you would say that degree of harm means the people are staying here in the India, they are coming from the Pakistan, Bangladesh and Afghanistan, they are very harmed by the government. Sorry, they are very harmed by the majority over there. But if I will take a example of the like in the Myanmar, Rohingya the most persecuted minorities communities over there, and even UN have recognized such type of thing. Then if I will means there is a arbitrary classification. That's why government should think about this, and this may be like arbitration conflict of the people of the interest. That's why people are protesting in the Delhi area. Like if I will take example of the Professor Faizan Mustafa, he told it is a useless thing applying the CAB or Citizenship Amendment Act. Why he is saying that? He is in like very trivial things, and we should not consider this, because even in the Israel area they are supporting to the people over there because it is the Jewish country. They are considering it's like Israel, it's a Jewish country, and this is the only home for them. They are following this such type of strategy. And whatever I am here telling you here, like I am telling for your convenience, because if you would listen or heard such type of thing in the very meticulous manner, then only you would retain a lot of stuff in your mind. That ideal statement, what should be the ideal and what should be the provision for that? Ideal statement should be there, like we should say like we should say हमें क्या करना चाहिए? We should say anyone prosecuted anywhere in the world on the ground of the religion, political opinion would be welcomed in India. Means if a person is prosecuted on the basis of the religion and the political basis, then we are welcoming that to India. That should be the like correct and exact statement for this CAB bill. But already we have mentioned in the CAB bill, like they are like from the 3 countries they are allowing only 6 communities over there. Then another principle is that law and lie. Law and lie means you might aware about this NRC conducted in 2014 only Assam area. They come up with such type of NRC, National Register of Citizen. Due to National Register of Citizen, all Assam student unions like all Assam student union came up with the agitation mind, and in 1985 they told the people, because on the like December 1917 there was a Operation Searchlight from the Pakistan, like Eastern Pakistan police, because they were thinking like due to such type of like revolutionary nature people, we are like going to divide Pakistan into the East Pakistan and West Pakistan. That's why they are even that's why the NRC was conducted, and 40 million people, like near about the 4 million people were out of the NRC list in the Assam itself. Means nowadays like in the after NRC government had declared that you are the people and you are now going to like deport by the Indian government. But here the issue, they are saying that although they are not the illegal migrants, but due to some document variation they are like in the out of the list. They are out of the list. That's why now the government is saying that you should accept that you are illegal migrant and we are going to give citizenship. Means they are telling to the people should lie, then only you would get citizenship here, or even they are not the illegal migrants. What CAB and foreign policy? Now we are going to discuss CAB, Citizenship Amendment Bill, and foreign policy. What are the effects of the CAB on foreign policy of India? Because we are the Indian, and now we are going to talk about the only Indian citizenship and like our interest according to the foreign policy. Like Baluchistan, Ahmadiyas and Shia. Pakistan, that rude state. Pakistan considering the rude state because and human right violation is happening here. Like Hazaras of Afghanistan would be our side. If we will take consideration of the Hazaras and Ahmadis of the Pakistan, definitely they would be our side if we would allow to them stay here in India, because they are prosecuted over in Pakistan and they are the very rude country. We should take consideration and we should include also Ahmadiyas and Hazaras. Then only, like if we are including such type of minority Muslim, and they would come into India and we would get leverage of the our Indian Muslim also, and there would be no protest if government is like heading towards with such type of provision. And the second is CAB and NRC plus NRC and NPR. Already I have told you that Citizenship Amendment like and NRC, National Register of Citizens, means who are the citizen of India, that is the NRC, and NPR, National Population Register. Population means the person, they are only counting for the resident. You are a resident here, or you are not going to stay here with for the next 6 months. And even like you may be aware with such type of fact, every 10 years we are conducting our census. And like NPR, what is the use of the NPR? NPR for the internal migration, means how many people are migrating from the each area to another area in India itself. That's why NPR, National Population Register. Here is a register, and in which we are like calculating the people that who are staying here, who are the resident of that area, and that is beneficial for the interstate migration. And NRC is for the international migration, means the people from the foreign country, they are illegally entering into India, and for the plug out like that individuals, that's why we are conducting NRC in Assam due to student union. That and policy like for the like Maratha in the Karnataka, you might find so many people, and on that basis we are providing policies and reservation in the government job and all things. But here the glitch was that the earlier NPR was conducted, then only like some of the teachers or local educationists may come to your home and they will ask what are the how many members here you are staying. But this time they are asking for the date of birth of your parents and the period of the staying here, from how long you are staying here. These are the two new things they are asking from the local population. That's why are the people in the apprehension why they are asking, because that could be detrimental for them, because if they would follow, then so many people would be from the list, out of the list, and they are in the apprehension that government of the India would deport them to their native country. This is the like issue. But even like in the parliament itself, our Amit Shah told several times that he is the very proponent to conduct NRC in the whole India basis. But our Prime Minister discarded all the declaration of the Amit Shah, and now they are not going to conduct worldwide or India-wide NPR or NRC. NPR they are going to conduct, but NRC they would not conduct. And what is the Aadhaar? Aadhaar is not a citizenship symbol of the citizenship India. Aadhaar is like you are a resident over here, means NPR, National Population Register, means how many population are staying here. You may be illegal migrants or all things, but if you are staying here, then you have to register your Aadhaar, and means from 5 years you are staying here. That is only proof of the identity, means you are staying here, the resident of here. that is all for today. I will come tomorrow with more explanation, and please, if you are having any doubts, please comment below my video. Thanks for watching.